Alone against all these droids? They don't stand a chance. Jango Fett on the job.
Hey guys, Jango Fett here, and if you guys want to hear good things about Battlefront, you're not gonna find it in this video at all. This is a rant video about the new Battlefront game. Also, thanks to my friend Carbon Shadow Gaming, he managed to go out of his way to get me a copy of the game as well, get me a key. Managed to persuade EA and get me a key. So a shout out to him and the Battlefront Network. I'll put links down below for those channels. Thanks to them. And check out their channels. Really, please check out their channels. They got really good things to say about the game, and they really enjoy it, so kudos to them. As for me, I did not enjoy the game whatsoever. So let's start. Alright, this is going to be a complete freaking rant about this game. No holds bar. So let's start. I did a live stream. I've put at least 5 hours into the game. It is one of the most limited and disappointing games I have ever played. Now, is it one of the worst? No, it is not the worst game of all time. Definitely not. It is definitely a really bad game, but it's definitely not the worst thing ever. I'm looking at you, Fable 3. Anyway, my experience was really bad, and you guys could tell during my live streams, if you've seen them, I was really disappointed and really did not enjoy my experience whatsoever. It was a really bad experience. And this is going to be a really long video, really long video, but I gotta get this shit out of the way. I gotta do this rant, and then next week, or 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna be doing a complete review of the game with the good and bad things. But for this video, I'm just saying all the negatives about this freaking game. So yeah, like I said, it's one of the most disappointing games, and I put like 5-7 hours into the game so far, and the first hour was enjoyable. After that, it faded completely, and it's such a disappointment on every single level. I'm not showing any Battlefront gameplay. I'll save that for the review. I'm showing the real Battlefront experience in Battlefront 2, not this new shit, this new Battlefield shit. So DICE, the creators of Battlefield, and people are gonna argue, well, it's not like Battlefield at all. It's a new Star Wars game. Well, yes, you could say that, yeah, sure. It's an unoriginal FPS that feels just like a Battlefield game. It's not original, it is boring as shit, and it's limited. One of the most limited games I've ever played. And I'll talk about the limited features in a second. Now, if you've enjoyed the game, I applaud you. That's good for you, man. Good for you. Good fucking for you, okay? As for me, I did not enjoy it. I hated the fucking experience. I hated it. And I don't care what you say. This is Battlefield with a Star Wars skin. And I'm ashamed to say that, but that's what it is. That's all it is. Yes, the features are different. It's Star Wars. But it feels and plays like a Battlefield game. You got campers and, you know, people shooting in your head with cheap shots and people leveling up like fucking no other. And I'm terrible at these games. I'm terrible at these games. That's not the reason that this game is fucking bad. It's just like a generic FPS. That's all it is. So let's talk about single player. Single player, they can't fuck up single player. Oh yes, they did fuck up single player with single player missions. Well, first there's a tutorial, but I didn't give two shits about that. I didn't even bother with that. I decided to go right into the single player missions, and all it is survival mode or horde mode over and over and over again with the same maps. It's like 4 maps with there's a hero mode with the same fucking map. So it's 4 maps, 4 modes pretty much, 4 battles pretty much. It's boring and uninspirational. And then there's survival mode with like 3 new maps or 3 or 4 maps, but it's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. Well, Django, you could always play with somebody else. Why would I? It's a single player mission. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I like to play by myself. Not in that sense. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter, alright? I like to play single player games. I like to play for the single player experience. What is wrong with that? And the lack of that severely hurts the game. It gives it the longevity, not multiplayer. Not multiplayer. You know what EA and DICE said? They said, fuck you to single player players. They said a big fuck you and gave you a big pile of shit. And then we got multiplayer, which is the sole focus of the game. I'm looking at the EA site right now. Multiplayer game modes, from large-scale 40-player battles to smaller modes for 8 players. Star Wars Battlefront has a variety of action-packed multiplayer modes. So the first mode they mention is Fighter Squadron. Take to the skies and dogfight in some of the most memorable Star Wars vehicles, including X-Wings, TIE Fighters, the Millennium Falcon, and more. Well, here's the problem with Fighter Squadron. Controlling fighters is shit. It's absolute horseshit. I used the Snowspeeder in Walker Assault, and it's fucking atrocious on the PC. It's fucking atrocious. I used a keyboard and mouse. And you could argue and say, oh, you should have used a controller. No! Fuck you! If I am using keyboard and mouse for infantry, and it's working just fine as an infantryman, then why the fuck should I change that to a controller for a Snowspeeder right away? That breaks the experience right there for me. It makes no fucking sense. If I'm gonna use a controller, I'm gonna use a controller for the whole fucking game. If I'm gonna use a keyboard and mouse, I'm gonna use it for the whole fucking game. I'm not gonna switch around these different controllers and mess up the flow. No, it doesn't work like that. But keyboard and mouse is awful, and you could use a controller. Yeah, that's fine if you use a controller for PC, but it's PC players. PC Master Race, bitches. You're not gonna use a fucking controller for FPS. Give me a fucking break. You're gonna use a goddamn keyboard and mouse. The controls are awful. Going up goes down. Going down goes up. It's awful. Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1 had better controls than this horseshit. It's awful. With that out of the way, that mode is horseshit. Supremacy. Rebels Imperials fight for control of 5 key points in this intense 40-player clash that takes place on some of the largest maps in Star Wars Battlefront. Take advantage of both ground and air vehicles in order to secure victory for your team. Yeah, 40 players. Feels like 40 campers sitting on the sideline and shooting and picking you off. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. If you love FPS, if you love Battlefield games, you're gonna be at home with these games. You're gonna be at home with this game, but not me. I'm not used to these games. I don't like these types of games. Cargo. A thrilling tug-of-war experience for fans of Star Wars and capture the flag gameplay, which I absolutely despise. Cargo challenges your team to capture valuable cargo boxes from the opposing team. Get the loot and make your way back to the base, but don't forget to defend your own precious cargo as each capture counts. I don't even want to talk about this mode. It's boring. Droid Run. 6 Rebels and 6 Imperials fight to control and hold on to 3 Gong power droids. Should I say any more? Capturing Gong droids? Really? And you have to hold on to them for like 10 minutes and you lose control after like few fucking seconds? No, that's boring. Walker Assault, the main spectacle of the whole thing. Fight in epic 40-player battles as a rebel to destroy the Empire's onslaught of AT-ATs by calling in Y-Wing bombers, or side with the Empire and protect your walkers while utilizing their mighty weaponry to crush the rebel objective. Well, yeah, I feel like I was crushed when I was the rebels every single fucking time. There was still balancing issues playing on Hoth. I was the rebels, and I got shot up and I had no fucking idea what the hell was happening. I got shot up like fucking crazy, flew off the fucking map every single time with these fucking AT-ATs. And campers were fucking shooting at me at every single time. I couldn't do shit. Couldn't do jack shit in that mode. Yeah, Walker Assault. Yeah, fun. Yeah, getting picked off like crazy is fun. Empire's still overpowered as shit. Blast. Pretty much team deathmatch. A classic team deathmatch mode. Yeah, that's what they say in the fucking thing. A classic team deathmatch mode with a Star Wars Battlefront twist. Not really. Fast-paced and packed with chaotic fun, Blast pits 10 rebels against 10 Imperials in a fight to the finish. It's team deathmatch, standard team deathmatch, probably the best mode in the game. If only they had 20 versus 20 and not 10 versus 10. That would have been better, just in my opinion. Drop Zone, keep an eye on the sky. Escape pods are crashing down onto the planetary surfaces, and your team must fight for control over them. Drop Zone provides frantic 8 versus 8 matches that will put your combat and strategic skills to the test. Yeah, this mode definitely tested me. It really didn't. Not at all. Heroes versus villains. Oh, this is pretty much. You can't fuck this up. Heroes versus villains. This is assault mode. Come on, man. You can't fuck this up. The most valiant heroes and cunning villains of the galaxy are clashing in this epic Star Wars Battlefront mode. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and other iconic characters will be part of your team together with ground troopers. Keep your heroes and villains alive to score points and win the battle. Here's the thing about this mode. There can only be 3 heroes, 3 villains at a time. Why the hell is there only a limited amount of heroes and villains? There's Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and Emperor Palpatine as the villains, and heroes Luke Skywalker, Leia, and fucking Han Solo. Where the fuck is Chewbacca? Why is there's like no heroes, there's no villains. 3 villains, 3 heroes. That's pathetic. Battlefront 2 had way more characters. More unique characters than this shit. Only one person can control it at one time, pretty much. And it was horseshit. Like, you had to win 3 or 4 rounds to win the match. And most of the time, these rounds last for like 5 minutes. Hero Hunt. Oh boy, Hero Hunt. 7 Imperials against Luke Skywalker. 7 Rebels battling out against Boba Fett. In Hero Hunt, one player will experience the thrill of playing as an iconic Star Wars Battlefront hero or villain facing off against ground troops from the opposing faction. Want to play as the hero? Take them out and you'll get your chance, but remember, once you become the hero, the hunt is on. Yeah, I played this mode for a little bit and got bored. Like with most of these modes. And that's about it. 9 fucking modes in multiplayer, and they're boring as shit. Single player is pretty much non-existent. Multiplayer is boring as shit. I was hyped for this game like no other. I wanted another Battlefront 2 experience. And you could say, oh, this is a reboot. You can't be so excited. Oh, and I guess I couldn't wait for 10 fucking years for this game, I guess. And expected a great sequel to Battlefront 2. But no, this is a reboot and is so limited and unreplayable at best and feels like it's cut off. It doesn't feel like a full game. It's not a full fucking game. This isn't a full fucking game. It's deliberately cut off for the season pass bullshit. $50 fucking season pass. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you shitting me? Oh, it has 1 year of expansions with the season pass. Oh, then you'll have to buy $110 of this. You know what? Fuck you, EA. Fuck you. I am not spending a dime for any season pass. Even if I get it for free, I'm not playing that shit. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm disappointed like no other as it is. And you fuck it up with this fucking game. This atrocious example of a game. Unbelievable. How do you fuck it up this bad? How? Guys, I am disappointed like no other. I am pissed the fuck off. And I refuse to play this horse shit again. I'm done with this shit. But, god damn it, I gotta do that fucking review! Well, I at least have to do that shit, then I'll be done. I'll be done. No more Battlefront content. I am done with that shit. I am disappointed as it is. Man, the limited amount of modes. Why is this so much more limited than Battlefront 1 and 2? Battlefront 1 had more content than this shit. And there's like no maps too to play. There's hardly any maps and stuff to do that keeps you busy. Why? Why? You know what, EA? You know what, DICE? I'm done with your shit. I'm done with your shit. I refuse to play any more of this shit. And not only that, I am done playing any more of your fucking... I'm not gonna buy any more of your fucking games. I am done supporting your fucking company and being disappointed. I'm done. I refuse to give you money fucking whores any fucking money ever again. And no, yes, I didn't spend any fucking money for this game. I understand that. I hope those motherfuckers win the Golden Shit Award, are nominated, and become the worst company of the year, voted the worst company of the year, much like it was the year of 2008 with the Mass Effect 3 ending, which had a lot of involvement of that, and how they became the worst company in the world, mainly because of the Mass Effect 3 ending. And I hope they win it again this year. I hope to God they win it again this year. A limited fucking experience like no fucking other with Battlefront. I am completely fucking disappointed that EA fucking does this shit. I'm done supporting any new product coming from EA, and especially DICE. I'm done. I'm not gonna buy Mirror's Edge 2. I'm gonna pirate your fucking games, and I'm not gonna spend a fucking dime on any one of your games ever again. I'm done. I'm done. This was a colossal fuck up on every level. A colossal fuck up. It's boring as shit. And the game is deliberately taken out piece by piece for that expansion packs and the fucking season pass. It's deliberately taken. You could see it. It's the writing's on the wall. $50 season pass. The content. Where is the rest of the game? It's for the fucking season pass. That's all it is for. I'm done. I'm just about done. I'm gonna wrap it up. If you like this video, press that like button. And if you hated the fucking Battlefront game as much as I did, comment down below. I'd really appreciate the feedback. If you did like the game, let me know in the comment section. More power to you, man. If you love the game, more power to you. I got nothing against you. I got nothing against you at all. Okay? This was my experience, my feelings towards the game. And if you feel differently, then that's fine. Okay? Don't hate me for it if I didn't like Battlefront as much as you do. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why should I be sorry? No, I'm not sorry. Fuck you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Django Fett. And next week or 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing a review for Battlefront. And then that's going to be the last time I will be doing any Battlefront stuff. Thank you very much, EA, for fucking up. You motherfucking cunts.